Welcome back to K-pop&juice, the only corner on the internet where we spill the gist, fresh, juicy, and absolutely unfiltered, but still keeping it respectful, real, and rooted in what's actually happening behind the headlines. If you're new here, you already know what time it is. We don't sugarcoat, we don't sanitize, and we definitely don't miss when the entertainment world starts shaking. We just bring it to you exactly as it breaks, with all the context, all the reactions, and all the layers people online are arguing about right now. And today? Today is one of those stories that shows exactly how fast public perception can shift in the entertainment world, especially when it involves money, taxes, and celebrity reputation. Because a fresh clarification has just dropped, and instead of calming things down, it has done the opposite. It has ignited even more conversation, more debate, and more confusion online. It all started when reports and online discussions began circulating about a well-known public figure in the entertainment industry being linked to a tax-related controversy. As always, the internet did what the internet does best, jumping straight to conclusions, building theories, and turning partial information into full-blown narratives. Within hours, timelines were flooded with assumptions, hot takes, and strong-worded opinions from every direction. Some users immediately began using the word embezzlement, while others pushed back, insisting that people were misunderstanding the situation entirely. And just when it seemed like the conversation couldn't get any louder, an official clarification came out, and that's where everything flipped. According to the clarification, what people were interpreting as misconduct or embezzlement is actually part of an official administrative and tax-related process. In simpler terms, what looked suspicious or controversial on the surface is being described as a structured legal financial procedure that is not uncommon in high-level entertainment contracts, agency accounting systems, or large-scale revenue management. But here's where things get complicated, and honestly, where the uproar really begins. Even though the explanation was meant to calm things down, it ended up doing the opposite. Because in the world of celebrity culture, perception often travels faster than clarification. Once a narrative takes hold online, even official statements struggle to fully erase the initial impression. So instead of everyone saying, "Oh, okay, misunderstanding cleared," what we got was a divided internet. One side is saying the clarification makes everything clear, and that people were too quick to judge without understanding the financial structure behind entertainment contracts. They argue that tax processes in the entertainment industry are complex, often involving agencies, management companies, sponsorship deals, royalties, and multiple revenue streams that are not always easy for the public to interpret. They're saying things like, "This is why people shouldn't jump to conclusions," and "not everything that looks suspicious is illegal or unethical." For them, the clarification is enough. It reframes the entire situation as a misunderstanding fueled by incomplete information and online speculation. But on the other side, things are not that simple. The skeptical group is saying that while the explanation may sound official, it still raises questions. They're not necessarily accusing anyone outright, but they are questioning why such confusion happened in the first place. They're asking whether the systems in place are too complicated, too opaque, or too easily misunderstood by the public. Some are also pointing out that even if something is technically legal or procedural, it can still feel questionable when it involves large sums of money and unclear explanations. And that's where the emotional side of this story comes in. Because fans are not just reacting to facts, they are reacting to trust, reputation, and the image of someone they may have supported for years. And this is exactly why this situation has exploded beyond just a simple clarification. Let's break it down in a way that makes sense, without all the noise. In the entertainment industry, especially in K-pop and similar global music systems, financial structures are rarely simple. There are agencies that handle contracts, sub-companies that manage investments, third-party brands that contribute revenue, and international earnings that are taxed differently depending on region and timing. So when something like a tax clarification comes out, it often involves layers of accounting decisions that the general public does not see. That's why official statements tend to use carefully chosen language like procedural, administrative, or official process, because those words are meant to distinguish legal financial operations from wrongdoing. But the internet doesn't operate on technical language. The internet operates on emotion, headlines, and interpretation. So when people first saw hints of a tax issue, many immediately interpreted it through the most dramatic lens possible. And once that interpretation spread, it became the dominant narrative before the clarification even had a chance to land. Now, after the clarification, we are seeing something very interesting happening online. A battle between technical truth and emotional perception. Some fans are actively defending the celebrity involved, saying that this is a clear example of misinformation spreading too fast. They're pointing out that public figures are often judged harshly without context, and that financial misunderstandings can damage reputations unfairly. Others are more cautious. They're saying that while they don't want to jump to accusations, they also don't want to ignore the fact that such situations keep appearing in the entertainment industry. For them, it's less about blaming and more about getting clearer transparency from agencies and management teams. And then there is the neutral group, the watchers. The people who are not taking sides but are watching closely, waiting for more details, more documents, or further explanation before forming an opinion. What makes this situation even more intense is how quickly it escalated. In today's world, a single phrase like tax issue can travel across platforms in minutes, gaining new interpretations at every stop. By the time the official clarification arrives, the story has already been shaped in hundreds of different ways. And this is where we have to talk about something important: the speed of information versus the accuracy of information. We are living in a time where reaction is instant, but understanding takes time. A headline appears, and within seconds, thousands of people are reacting to it without waiting for context. Influencers comment, fans respond, media outlets summarize, and suddenly a complex administrative issue becomes a viral controversy. That is exactly what seems to have happened here. The clarification insisting it's not embezzlement, it's an official process, is meant to draw a hard line between wrongdoing and procedure. But online audiences are now dissecting every word of that statement, analyzing what it implies, what it avoids saying directly, and what questions remain unanswered. And this is why the uproar is continuing instead of fading. Another layer to this conversation is trust in institutions. When fans hear about official processes, some accept it immediately, trusting the system. Others, however, have become more skeptical over time due to past entertainment industry controversies globally. This creates a split reaction even before the facts are fully digested. So what we are seeing is not just a tax clarification story. We are seeing a full-scale example of how modern celebrity news spread, evolves, and mutates in real time. And at the center of it all is the public figure involved, who now finds themselves under a spotlight that is brighter than the original issue itself. One thing that often gets lost in these situations is the human side. Behind every statement, every clarification, and every trending hashtag, there is a real person dealing with real pressure. Whether or not the situation involves any wrongdoing, the emotional and reputational impact of being at the center of such a discussion is significant. Public figures live in a space where even administrative matters can become global conversations. And once a narrative spreads, it doesn't just affect them. It affects their teams, their projects, their endorsements, and sometimes even their fans, who feel emotionally invested. That is why clarifications like this